in a way, that was the biggest challenge. Really, was getting a story that worked. Because we'd had a lot of success with short films, and getting a story to work over 80 minutes. To remain interesting and compelling and entertaining. That was the biggest challenge, and the hardest bit. The technique is very similar. It's all done. Chicken Run was done mainly using puppets. Although Chicken Run had difficulties of its own, how to do chickens in clay, because they're naturally animals with feathers, so we used latex rubber sometimes to sculpt the bodies. With this, we've used plasticine probably more, gone back really. In the very first movie that I made, Grand Day Out, which was a college movie actually, it was my graduation project at the National Film and TV School. I just had this idea about this guy building a rocket in his basement, and I needed a reason for him to go to the moon. So I thought, well, the moon's made of cheese, so therefore, he needs to be fairly obsessed with cheese in order to do this, to build this rocket and go there. So it all just stemmed from there, really. Well, I'm more used to working with models because I can push them around a lot more. I can get them to do what I want. No. I mean, I've enjoyed working with actors, and it's so Peter Sallis, who does Wallace. He's a wonderful guy to work with, and with all the other actors that take part in the movie. Helena Bonham Carter, Ralph Fiennes, and all the rest. It's been a privilege, for me, having just worked with clay, to be able to approach such actors as this has been a great privilege, and they bring a lot to the other characters. I think though I love this medium. You can Gromit doesn't say anything, but he has the best lines. He says everything with his eyebrow, moving his eyebrow. I think in the fundamental kind of dynamic of their relationship is, I know the UK is a country of pet lovers, but I think that's a universal thing. From my travels I've been on, everybody seems to relate to, the guy with his pet, but it's the fact that it's a role reversal. Everybody likes to think their pet is more intelligent, maybe, than it is. In this case, more intelligent than the owner. And everybody can relate to Gromit. I think it's his movie. He sees the world. He's the silent observer of everything, and he's the one that he's rather insensitive many times to Gromit. I think that's even though our star is a silent plasticine dog, he carries an awful lot of emotion, and it's all to do with the technique of being able to animate clay with such emotion. It was really a case of who better than Steve Box, who has been on Wallace and Gromit since very early days. He animated the penguin in the wrong trousers, and he understands Wallace and Gromit, and we laugh at the same things and share a lot of the humour, and we wrote the thing together so that we know it inside out, and sometimes I would storyboard a scene or write a scene, or he would write a scene, and then we'd sometimes swap over, but in the movie I do one scene, he does the next, I do the next, and so it alternates throughout the movie.